thanks for stopping by. On this video we're going to be going over some of Hubert Sumlin's guitar parts from I Ain't Superstitious, the Howlin' Wolf Chicago Blues Classic. I've also posted the tablature on my website at jonathantorgrimson.com, so go on over there and check it out. And if you find this video helpful and you find the tablature helpful, please subscribe below. Now on to the lesson. Alright, now before I get started, I just want to point out that what this lesson is about is boiling down the essential elements to the guitar parts on I Ain't Superstitious. There are a number of different variations and such that you hear Hubert Sumlin play on the recording. That's not necessarily what this lesson is about. It is a great idea to go through and pick out some of the nuances, but what I did here was just try to make an effort to boil the song down to its essential elements, and once you've learned them, you can feel free to add your own or go back to the record and see what Hubert Sumlin did and add some of his. So again, this is not a 100% note for note accurate depiction of what he did on the record, but it's just the template that I'm sure he sort of followed and then colored in around the edges as he performed the song on the record and probably live and on other versions that may exist out there. So let's jump right in, and from measure 1 to measure 2 we get the primary theme of the song, and it's at the 10th fret, and this is what gets played over the 1 chord every time through the chorus, and it's this little blues thing. It goes from a D, so the 12th fret, 4th string. Let me bring my volume up there. So the 12th fret, 4th string, and then up to the 10th fret on the 3rd string, then the 12th fret on the 3rd string, back to the 10th fret on the 3rd string. So, and I like to pull that off and then give it that Hubert Sumlin shake there. Alright. Then from there, everyone hits on these D chords. Now I'm playing this I'm thumbing the bass on the 6th string, 10th fret, and then I'm grabbing this triad up top and muting the 5th string. You can play the sort of your standard D bar chord at the 10th fret, but this is what I'm doing here. So that's what happens over the 1 chord. Then over the 4 chord, the G or the G7, we play a G7 arpeggio. It's sort of a walking bass line, if you will. And we've got so let me break that down. That's 10th fret on the 5th string for the root of the G. Then the 3rd of the G, we've got the 9th fret on the 4th string, then up to the 12th fret on the 4th string, then the 10th fret on the 3rd string, and then the 12th fret on the 3rd string. And we got, that's our arpeggio there, and the way the part is played. And then we're back to the 1 chord. Then we go back to the 4 chord. This is where the lyric happens. Then we get to the 5 chord, and most of the time we start off with this hammer-on the A. That's the 12th fret of the 5th string. It's a hammer-on, and we've got. Now, here's where most of the variations happen. What you have almost every time around is this little half step or whole step. A half or whole step bend there on the 2nd string, and then some sort of riff that descends down the blues scale. So you've got on the 5 chord, there's a number of variations. You can check those out, but that one we'll do there. And then we go to the 4 chord, the G, and now we will bend the 13th fret of the 1st string. And then we've got that little bend on the 2nd string 13th fret. So, all right, and then we're back to the 1 chord. So again, that walk down, sort of the generic way of playing through that walk down. I hate to use the term generic because he does play this riff, and it's totally legitimate to play it this way. But again, he plays a number of different variations on it. This is sort of the simplest form of it. But let's do that. So the 5th. And then we're again back to the theme. All right, and there you have it. That is I Ain't Superstitious. Like I said, sort of the template or the most basic form that you can get away with to totally legitimately play through this song. Let's run through it and review. And we've got 1 chord. Chord, 5, all right, so there you have it. Again, I've got this tabbed out on my website at jonathantorgrimson.com. If you like what you saw here and you found it helpful, please subscribe. And I'll be putting up more videos as we go forward. So thanks for stopping by. Take care.